Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus St. Louis City SC. Match 23 of the MLS season in 2023. Toronto FC wearing their Caravana kits tonight. So if they lose, they'll be losing in style. Other than that, well, who knows, to be honest. So, with that being said, should be a good one, sadly. The way the Gold Cup schedule was made and the way that they showed it out, it's going to be hard for me to do Mexico versus Costa Rica, so that I'll just be watching that. I'll also be watching Panama, Qatar as this match goes as well over here, so you'll hear about it, so to speak. So, again, a good 45 minutes, we'll be on our way. 45, well, you get the point. But should be a good game. Starting 11s are as follows. In goal for Toronto FC, thank the Lord, it's Tomas Romero. Since El Salvador just got eliminated back on Tuesday. Thank the Lord. Back four, Kobe Franklin, Shane O'Neill, Aime Mabaka, Raul Petretta. The midfield four, DeAndre Kerr, Brandon Servania, Mark Anthony Kay, and Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Alonso Coelho was on the bench, which honestly makes no sense, but fine. And the front two, CJ Sapong and Io Akinola. Of course, Bernadeschi suspended. Insigne is hurt. And for St. Louis City, in goal, Roman Berkey. The back four, Akil Watts, Josh Yarrow, Tim Parker, and Kyle Hebert. The midfield three, Aziel Jackson, Indiana Vasilev, Blom. And the front three, Sam Adeniran, Jared Stroud, and Giacchini for St. Louis. That's pretty cool. I like. How we doing, Winvo? How we doing? Now that we have the 11s done, we'll put this back on the Gold Cup. And Panama just scored 1-0. Let's see if they're onside. I'd say that's onside to me. Cross in. Beautiful header. 1-0 Panama. Okay. All right. It was Barcenas with a header. Yeah, I think that's onside. I think that's onside. So, I think Panama just scored. I say onside, to be honest. I can't wait till the new offside rule comes in. That's a lot better to me, to be honest. Messi said no, but I think there may be a possibility that he does. I still think he'll consider it. I mean, when it comes to Messi, he's said it before. He's retired before. I wouldn't be completely shocked if he did play and changed his mind. I think he still has it. Yeah, Barcenas scored the 20th. It's 1-0 Panama over there. How we doing, Angus? I didn't even think Qatar would be this far. Me either. But Panama does have the goal. Almost Ali to kick off, and Panama has the lead. I had them winning. Where's Miami's DP money coming from? MLS is letting them break the rules. You remember how LA Galaxy used to break the rules? Yeah, that's what Miami are being allowed to do now. Yeah, I had Panama. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm going to guess most players that move to Toronto in this window will probably have the thought in the back of their mind that, why am I going to a second-last team in the Eastern Conference, and why am I going to a third-last team in the league? I'm not going to blame him for talking that way. Atlanta, even though they've been crap recently, we've been crap recently too, but they've been a bit better overall. So I don't blame him. He thinks that his football fits with a team that's better. And honestly, I don't blame him. He's not wrong. I just hope when he plays, this doesn't mean he's not going to show any effort. I hope he shows effort when he comes through. I hope why he said that is because that was his initial dumbfoundedness, you know. I would hope that he understands that he's got a job to do and he shows effort. That's all I expect. You could hate being there. You could hate being sent there. And you can and understandably why, but show effort when you're there. That's when I'll be okay with it. Right now, he's not wrong, but I'll be okay with it if he shows effort when he comes over. So I don't blame him. Not one bit. Okay, Winvo, what other comments? I said hello and yes, waving hand, and that's it. And yes, they're cheating, I bet. Which is funny because they got caught for cheating a couple of years ago. And now they just could cheat anyway. What a league. What an unserious league. AKA MLS, take off the training wheels. All right. Let the teams spend whatever they want to spend, or at least a bigger cap, if not, you know. But I have Panama winning, and they are winning their quarterfinal. Yep. Nice. First concert. What concert? The Caravana Kits tonight in 6 minutes. St. Louis wearing their gray. What concert? I know it's not Wallen because I still think he's either just left St. Louis, but you wouldn't go to New York from St. Louis. And you wouldn't go from Tampa to New York if you were Luke Combs. So must be somebody like a Burna Boy or something, yeah? My guess? Burna Boy. Hey, I got it! Hey, I figured it out. Yay. The Morocco U23 team won a spot in the Olympics. Nice. I'll pay attention to them. How we doing, Red Bull Insider? Hey, I got it. I figured it out. I had to deduce it, but I figured it out. Game's about to start here. Oh, is that a BJC ad? Huh. Or Worldwide Technology, I should say. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Nice. Got the Caravana spirit going on, just like TFC wearing the Caravana kit. Yeah. Yeah. I like the kit. I'm not buying it until Christmas, but I like the kit. Game's about to start. 1-0 Panama in the first quarterfinal. The funny thing is U23 Morocco is valued at over 50 million euros, while Egypt U23 is only valued at 5 million, even though they had Pyramids and Al Ali players playing. Well, I mean, Egypt has more of a domestic league than Morocco. I mean, yeah, Morocco has Wydad, but I've never really heard of Moroccan players. Well, no, Bono did play at Wydad for a while. Okay, I'm talking a little bit out of my ass. So, but I'd say Egyptian league is more homegrown and the players stay, which that maybe hurt them in this case. When it comes to the Moroccan league, there's more Moroccan players that get out of that league or the country and move on. So that could be it. How we doing, Mile High? Interesting. Yeah, Anthony, I thought. Yeah. 2 Barca players playing today and 1 Raja Casablanca player. Well, there you go. The Casablanca League guy was an unknown. Well, he'll be known now when he plays in the Olympics next year. Because, yes, the Olympics are next year in Paris. Yeah, I figured. Like their version of Caravana or whatever. Their carnival. Yeah, whatever they call it. They're all pretty similar timing then. Interesting. Intrigued to see the other 2 targets. You'll find out. Waiting for this game to start. Panama is still dominating Qatar, which I'm not surprised. Be more interested to see how Mexico versus Costa Rica goes down. Sadly, I won't be covering it at all. Still covering both Gold Cup games. So by the end of tonight, we will be at 6 teams left in Gold Cup contention. During this stream, we'll be down to 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Crazy, I know. One of them has a ticket to the next round. I mean, the U23 for the USA. Yeah, I remember. Huh, interesting. Maybe it's the coach. Yep, Tomas Romero is starting today. Thank God. We might still lose today, but I at least have hope. Even though we have no Italians, you know, I do believe in DeAndre Kerr. I do believe in Brandon Servania. Coelho could come on. Jesus Batiste. You know, I believe in Batiste as well. You know, I mean, St. Louis doesn't have Leuven or Klaus, you know. I mean, we have a chance. If there was Ranjit Singh, I'd have no hope. I have like a slight amount of hope with Romero. Slight. It's not much, but enough. And besides, St. Louis doesn't have Klaus or Leuven. They still find ways to win. They'll probably find a way to win here as well. They've won 2 straight. Oh, boy. 10 draws, 9 losses, 3 wins for TFC. Bradley Carnell and Terry Dunfield shaking hands. TFC in 14th. They'll be just under Chicago by a point if they win today, which they won't, but who knows? MLS season pass. Yeah, Ferreira and Jordy are both U23s for next year. TFC will get better, trust me. Shouldn't we all be already getting better? Yeah. It'll be a while. And here's the Caravana kids. They're even better on TV. Still waiting for Christmas, though. And I'll put Coelho on it. Starting 11, Tomas Romero. Back 4, Raul Petretta, Aime Mabako, Shane O'Neill, Kobe Franklin, Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy, Mark Anthony Kay, Brandon Servania, DeAndre Kerr, Ayo Akinola, and CJ Sapong, the starting 11. No Insigne, no Bernadeschi. Again, MLS season pass. It's not on TSN tonight. Apple TV season pass. Nice. Bradley Carnell, the St. Louis manager. Nice. Roman Berkey, the back 4. Kyle Hebert, Tim Parker, Josh Yarrow, Akil Watts. The midfield 4, Blom, Stroud, Indiana Vasilev, Aziel Jackson. The front 2, Giacchini and Sam Adeniran for St. Louis. Technically, the Ryan Derby here. Technically, as somebody else had pointed out to me, this is the Ryan Derby. And I guarantee you St. Louis will probably win. But still, read the other comments I made. What was it? Apple TV. Did you know Atlante player Joaquin Hernandez, who plays for the USA U23? Yeah. And St. Louis kicks off. Yeah, Joaquin Hernandez. Yep, read that. I remember. So that's where we are. Boom, boom. Indiana Vasilev's a good player. Can you show the game? It's called no. It's called a watch along for a reason. If I show the game, it gets me a copyright strike. Can't do it. No. And here we go. Toronto plays forward in the Caravana kit. St. Louis wearing gray. And Ayo has the ball in a good position. And Tim Parker pushes him off. Ooh. Jaquil. Oh, come on, man. Could have got that. Nice Petretta. And given away. It's called a watch along for a reason. Watts throws in. No. João Klaus and Edouard Leuven for St. Louis. They're still injured. Sapong crosses into Ayo Akinola, and he gives it away. Dear Lord. We couldn't have started Peruzza? And I'm hopeful. They'll bring in some good players. Well, he's goal. He's goal. That one was always normally the one that worked the best. What was the other one? Yeah, he's goal was a pretty good one. 1 win in last 13 matches for TFC, dear Lord. Yeah, probably better in Toronto. I mean, when you get Lionel Messi. I mean, either team's probably not going to make the playoffs, but I'd probably say Miami has a better shot. Probably. My guess. Free kick for Vasilev. Over the top, header. The first time these teams have both played, St. Louis and Toronto. Watched Nick Coxa versus Tijuana on a knockoff stream last night. Was it streameast.to? Which that's still around. That's like, if I need it, that's like my new. I don't, but let's just say I did. That's the one. Yeah, with that being said, yeah. We're only 9 points out from the wild card. And how many are we? You'll jump us. I'll tell you that much. 3 minutes in. 0-0. 9 points out from the wild card. Still 1-0 between Panama and Qatar. 32 minutes into that game. Tomas Romero with a goal kick. I feel a lot more comfortable with him in goal. Ranjit Singh is still the backup keeper, so for the next 2 games. Unless Canada somehow beats the USA, then Sean Johnson would start next weekend. Again, that won't happen, but it'd be awesome. Well, I don't know about that. 3 minutes. Well, for Toronto, it would be good. For Canada, it would be good. For horrible for the USA. Montreal collapse, maybe. Hey, if that means Toronto and Montreal are both out of the playoffs, I'll take it. I'll laugh at Montreal. If Toronto made the playoffs at the expense of Montreal, I'd be even happier. But I would gladly see a Montreal collapse either way. So, there you go. Does Morocco go far in the Olympics? Quarterfinals. I think they'll show something, especially if they let Regagui coach the U23s during the Olympics. Of course, they'll probably have their own coach. But I found a stream on YouTube, just watched it, got very lucky. You know what pisses me off? Yeah, TFC is on a 4-match losing streak. Yeah. Hello, McFly. All you got to do is look at the last 4 thumbnails for TFC. That's where we are now. 4-0 loss at Orlando. They lost to Cincy, New England, RSL, and Orlando. And the only one they looked like they had a chance in was Cincy. Well, actually, Cincy and RSL. Shot! They did have the lead first. Last win was against DC in May. I know. And yeah, I know I did, but I didn't expect this. Nobody expected this. Not even the most pessimistic Toronto fans expected this shit show this year. So, and I'm a little bit hopeful before things start. Then when I see the realism of something, then, you know, whatever. Point is, first half at home this season, outscoring opponents 6-2. Oh my God, we've been horrible. So I guess we're a first half team. But still, yeah, even the most pessimistic Toronto fan didn't expect a shit show like this. They didn't like Bradley. They didn't expect this. 6 minute. Well, you still make the playoffs. I mean, we still can. We mathematically have a chance. Will we? No, but we still mathematically have a chance. And as long as we have that mathematical chance, I'm going to believe that maybe something can happen, just like the past 2 years. I haven't learned my lesson. No, I have not. Oh, what I was saying is, the sad thing is the Gold Cup final, as of now, I'll have to watch on TUDNA. Because I don't know if you know this, but local Fox affiliates, or how do I put this? Local Nexstar affiliates, of which around here is Fox, are blacked out on DirecTV because of a carriage dispute. So, oh, by the way, the Gold Cup final's on Fox Linear, local Fox, instead of FS1. So, yeah, I'm going to have to watch the Gold Cup final on TUDNA, which I guess that doesn't matter. It's still on TV, but I actually have to put it on my cable box for once. If I don't get YouTube TV before then, the next Sunday. So, Fox 2. NBC is 5. Oh, and KPLR 11 too, but who gives a shit about the CW? Who cares? Ah, nice. I think everybody in this channel has at least a little bit of an affinity for TFC besides the Montreal fans. I would think so. Whether you admit it or not. 7 minutes. At least, I'm surprised you want them to win. I thought you'd rather want me to break down and scream. But either way. 7th minute. Playing forward is TFC. They're not playing too bad, to be honest. As a TV provider, watching TV, that's the plan. putting my, like, being on there? Well, no. As in my content? No. I mean, YouTube proper. That confuses me. But to watch TV as a TV provider, that's the plan. I don't know if it'll happen before the Gold Cup final. But, you know. Yeah, it is Colorado right now. Yeah, they're in the wooden spoon spot. Yes. At least it's not us. Yeah, the CW actually almost got the Pac-12. Who cares, though? I'm a Mississippi State fan. I don't give a shit about the Pac-12. Okay, no, I mean, yeah, Deion Sanders coaches Colorado. I mean, I'm going to watch for Deion, but still. The Pac-12 doesn't matter in the slightest. They don't matter. The only thing that matters is the SEC and the Big Ten. That's all that matters. And especially after, what is it called? Realignment's done. The only thing that's going to matter is the SEC and the Big Ten. That's it. That's it. The ACC won't matter, the Pac-12 won't matter, and the Big 12 will be mid. The Big 12 will still be alive just because, well, it'll gobble up everything else. He almost went to the SEC? You mean Mississippi State could have had him? Selman! Dude! Or, well, no, it wouldn't have been Selman. It would have been Bracky Brett. What are you doing? I love Zach Arnett, but come on, man. Y'all could have had. They could have had Deion. All right. That state's going to still win the national title this year. It doesn't matter. Colorado, Utah, definitely going back to the Big 12. Yeah, I would believe that. Again, they'll gobble everything else up that the Big 10 and SEC doesn't take. So, oh, yeah, Clemson's going to the SEC, though. I don't know when, but soon. The Big 12 wants Arizona and Arizona State. I don't know if I like this anymore. Realignment thing anymore. And that's a foul at the edge of the box. 10th minute, 0-0. I don't know if I like realignment anymore. Can Mizzou go back to the Big 12? Oh. Kirk Herbstreit, one, is a goon. Second of all, Bama sucks this year. They have no quarterback. Bama has no quarterback. They don't have any deep threat wide receivers. They really don't have a running back. They have a defense. They're only going to win 8 games. 8 or 9 games. Herbstreit's a goon. He could shut up, frankly. Big 10. I heard Big 10. 11th minute. Yeah. Carlson. Oh, by the way, Mississippi State plays Arizona Wildcats at Starkville in week 2 this year. We play them again. So it's not Pac-12 after dark. It's just SEC. Yeah. So they'll kick Arizona's ass again, probably. Jaden Delora is not that good of a quarterback. He still sucks. Wait, does he play for him anymore? Oh, yeah, they're bringing back Slam Ball. Y'all probably watch it. I remember back when Slam Ball was cool. It's called copyright if I show you, and I can't get a copyright strike. So there you go. 11th minute. 0-0. What did San Diego State pull? I don't remember. Yeah, they were too. I love it. I like the Caravana kit. I like it. Still waiting to get it for Christmas, but still. Check out Stream East. StreamEast.to. That's the only thing I know. Rory said he found a YouTube stream of something. And there's some sort of... looks like they're talking to VAR. Let's see. That hit the shoulder. Oh, no. Are they saying this could be a handball? No. That hit the shoulder. Oh, God. Possible handball for St. Louis. Oh, boy. Oh, I saw that. Yep. That hit the shoulder. I don't think that's a hand. I'm sorry. That hit the shoulder. That hit the shoulder and then rolled. I mean, we're going to get screwed, are we? I'm not surprised. Well, that's going to be a penalty, probably. Penalty for St. Louis, probably. Vasilev strikes it into the arm. Why would you put your arm on the other defender? Why would you do that? Oh, come on, man. That was stupid. Oh, my arm's on the back of the other defender and it gets hit. You know you're going to concede a goal anyway. Nothing worse than a cheap penalty. I know, but our luck, yeah, it hit inside his elbow area. Yeah. But, yeah, putting your arm on the back of the defender is just stupid. I mean, dude, that's just, you're asking for it, Petretta. What are you doing? Like, you're asking for it. Like, dude, it's going to be a penalty. No penalty? Goal kick for TFC. We got lucky. Are you kidding me? We just got lucky. All right. I can't complain. 15th minute throw in for Watts. I can't complain. Yeah, we're still mathematically have a chance to make the playoffs. Thank God in those wild card spots. We probably won't, but we still have a chance. Cervania. I mean, Toronto hasn't been playing bad. That was still sort of dumb by Petretta, but luckily, you know what? Maybe some football gods are like, we love your kits. We'll let you win today. I don't know. It's a hope. I mean, they aren't playing too bad, or they'll find a way to screw it up. Blocked away, throw in for Toronto. But it took that dude 5 minutes to look at the screen and just be like, it hit the inside of his elbow, but I mean, I don't know how you not call that a penalty. I legitimately don't. I was resigned to the fact we were going to get, that's a penalty. I was resigned to the fact we were in trouble. Well, there you go. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Played out by St. Louis, and bad giveaway. Oh, boy. Nice play. Right to Romero. Romero will pick up, and that'll be a goal kick. Good job, Tomas. Good job. See, Ranjit Singh would have just let it roll in. Is it safe to say no era penal? No era penal? Sure. It's also safe to say, Juegan los pendejos. It's also safe to say that. Yeah, I remember that. No, one's injured, one's suspended. They didn't rescind the red card. They actually fined Bernadeschi, and, well, Lorenzo's still hurt. 3-1 Mexico. I don't think Costa Rica has any pulse right now, so that they're not that good of a team. I got 3-1. I think Costa Rica will find some, probably Aaron Suarez, or Contreras, but 3-1. 3-1. 1 minute of stoppage time over here, and it's almost 1-0 for Panama Qatar at the half, or it will be 1-0 at the half for Panama over Qatar. So 3-2 USA. Yeah, I could see it. And it's halftime over in Arlington, Panama, 1-0 Qatar. Barcenas with the header. Come on. There we go. I'll open that back up. Miami really want Eden Hazard. No Eden Hazard slander. Don't do it. Don't slander Eden Hazard. Not in this house. Not in this house. You don't slander Eden Hazard. Not in this house. I would buy Eden Hazard Miami kit. I would. Instead of a Messi. Shot. Saved by Romero. Nice pickup. Again, Ranjit Singh wouldn't have done that. Anything can happen. No. If I'm going to buy a kit, it's going to be what's Toronto score? 0-0. Then again, I need to see what a replica Miami black kit looks like compared to a authentic. Charlotte 1, Cincinnati 0. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the best teams lose, especially in MLS. So, do you think Inter Miami looks stacked? Yeah, they do, of course. Does it matter, though? I wouldn't be surprised if they were, because even if they do use their quality and it looks better, they still have to work under Bill Manning. So, no, I think they're afraid to work under Bill Manning. If they believed in their abilities, I think they would be fine coaching TFC. Problem is they have to work under Bill Manning. Whatever you do, don't buy from vintage football shirts. They never ship my order. I had to get a refund from PayPal. Duly noted. What about classics? Fine. Vintage is not good. New England Patriots. The New England Patriots. The Patriot. Oh, hold on. The Patriots. The Patriots, yes. The New England Patriots, the Saints, they're really my second favorite team. But, of course, for a couple of years, I had to root for the Bucs. And then the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow. Dallas because Dak Prescott's there, of course. And Joe Burrow for the Bengals. So, Patriots, Saints. Then Dak and Burrow. So, as of now, that'd be the Cowboys and Bengals. One of them at least go deep in the playoffs. I could care less about the Bucs anymore. I was rooting for Tom. Header! Saved by Berkey. So, I don't believe it. That's what I thought. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to happen. No. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not. It's not. It's not. And even if it does, the FMF would still screw them over. So, sure. But, yeah, so NFL teams, Patriots, Saints, they were always the second favorite team except for 2 years there. Well, 3 because, Brady had to go to the Bucs and Drew Brees had to stay playing for 1 extra year because let me tell you a little secret. Tom Brady could have been a New Orleans Saint had Drew Brees retired. But Drew Brees' egotistical ass didn't want to retire in 2019 or after 2019. So Brady was a Buck. And I'm always going to feel a little bit of resentment for Drew Brees for that. Because even though he did a lot of things for the Saints and he was a great quarterback, because Drew Brees had to be an egotistical jackass and make me root for the Bucs for 3 years, well, I have a little bit of resentment for that because Brady could have been a Saint for 3 years. Would have been amazing for me. Would have worked perfectly. But no. Drew Brees thought he still had it for 1 more year. And guess who ended his career? Poetic justice, Tom Brady. Poetic justice, Tom Brady. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? 21st minute. Toronto playing forward. Akinola brought down. No foul. That ain't going to happen. Messi's going to win that first game, and I'll be covering it by itself that day. Because I think that's the only thing I should cover. 54% possession to 46% possession. Dallas. I won't even say a draw. Dallas. 22nd minute. Dallas. .22 minute, 49.6% possession for Toronto over the whole season, which isn't bad. Shot by Akinola, and it goes off Sapong and rolls out for a goal kick. Jesus, Lord. Well, that's fun. 23rd minute. Colorado trash, Dallas. Oh, so we all agree. Okay. If you had Moise Bombito, maybe something would happen, but sadly, you don't have him right now. Maybe Saturday, though. If you play next Saturday. Do you play next Saturday? Moise Bombito is a wonderful player. Thoughts on David De Gea finally leaving Man United? Well overdue. as long as they get Andre Onana, but they have to go get 2 goalkeepers. Because who wants Tom Heaton to be their backup either? Yeah, they have to get 2 goalkeepers. I would say Onana's one of them, and we'll see what happens with the second. Maybe they call back Henderson. I don't see it. I mean, if I was Forrest, I'd rather keep Navas anyway. And then just go from there. Maybe a guy like Meslier is the backup. But for Forrest. Maybe they could get Ethan Horvath. Hey, maybe Man United could get Ethan Horvath as the backup. I heard Emiliano Martinez. Emmy Martinez to Man United. That sucks. He can't even play the Conference League. I don't think he'd leave Aston Villa, at least not yet, but okay. Especially if they're going for Onana. Now, if that goes off the rails, yeah, I could see it, but Onana's probably their first choice. I would probably still go for a goalkeeper like Horvath as the backup, personally. The U.S. has some good goalkeepers, I got to say. Ethan Horvath as the backup, 24th minute. Could be interesting. 39 goals this season, second most in MLS is St. Louis. Not too bad. Toronto, on the other hand, has, I think, less than a goal per game. That'll be a free kick for TFC, offside by St. Louis. Yeah, that would make about a sense. Excuse me. About 15. Yeah. About 7:15 towards the second half of Panama. There we go. 25th minute. 25th minute. Playing forward is Toronto. Sapong running onto it, and that's out for a throw. Yarrow puts it out, but Toronto has not looked half bad today. Ironically enough, they haven't looked half bad. I can't say that they've actually looked pretty good, questionably. I mean, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, but, they look pretty good. Marshall Ruddy playing forward is St. Louis. This might be the other shoe. Giacchini. Pushed down by Kay, and that's play on? Play on? Really? Okay, Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Jaquil plays forward. If Toronto wins in these Carabana kits, you know what? They should just wear them for the rest of the season. I don't think anybody, well, I don't know about that, but every time they could wear them for the rest of the season, they should wear them. At least if I was coaching, I would do it. That's what I would do. Yeah, but Toronto, it's funny. They got a better pink kit than Miami does. Ain't that some? 26th minute. Pink is close to red. I mean, it's not too far off. K. Over the top. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Jaquil. Cross. That's going to go and go out for a throw. Throw for TFC. 27th minute. 27th minute. Giacchini gets pushed over by Kay. And Giacchini, well, Kay got lucky. Yeah. Kay did get lucky, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. Throw in for St. Louis. 52 tackles this season, leads MLS. Explain to me how that makes any sense. 27th minute. Explain to me how that makes any sense. Plays back, Mabaka. Mabaka to Petretta. Petretta, Mabaka, 27th minute. 27th minute playing forward. Marshall Ruddy in the 27th. Petretta playing forward. Up the pitch. Going, let's see. TFC still playing around with it. Would think Diego Chara. Honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised Kay leads the league in tackles. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I guess, well, are they successful or just attempts? Marshall Ruddy, that's the question. Marshall Ruddy, if it's attempts, I don't. That's out for a corner. Corner for TFC. All right. Let's see when the second half of Qatar and Panama starts. It's halftime. Some was 6:10. Yeah, I'd say about 15. Let's see. Corner for Petretta. Petretta crosses in. And that's going to be headed out. Bravo's always at the top, too. That's true. FoxSports.com. There we go. We'll sit with that. There we go. Romero with a goal kick. 29th minute. Toronto's not playing too bad. I don't know if they're playing good enough to get any goals, but they're not playing too bad. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. I didn't expect Toronto to play this acceptably, so to speak. They're playing respectably good football. Respectably. Throw in. That's out for a throw. 29th minute. Throw in for Petretta. Throw in for Petretta. Throw in. 59th minute. K plays it forward. Kobe Franklin. Still with Toronto here. O'Neal playing forward. 30th minute. 30th minute. Cross in. Or still with Toronto. That's a cross. Marshall Ruddy. Still cross in. And that's going to be a goal kick. Jesus. All right. You know, it'd be nice to see Jesus Baptiste have a chance to play over the next 45 minutes after this half is over. But as long as they get a draw into the half, I'm not going to complain. But that penalty, though. 2 Charlotte, Cincinnati 0. Well, ain't that some? Ain't that some? Playing forward to St. Louis. St. Louis trying to find a goal here. Swiderski has a brace. Of course. Swiderski FC, right? Let's see. Wow. Might as well. There we go. Swiderski has a brace. 31st minute. We got another 14 plus minutes left in this first half. Toronto, again, not playing half bad. I'm surprised, honestly, but they've built on that Orlando game. Maybe they just didn't believe that they could win with Ranjit Singh after he allowed the first one. Maybe that's the case. Maybe they put their heads down. This is better. Crossed by Jaquil. Nobody's there, but here could be a long ball for Franklin. Past the post. Franklin puts it past the post slightly in the 32nd minute. But that's something. That's something. Jaquil with a good cross in. And all that's there is Kobe Franklin, and he's very close to popping one in against Roman Berkey. Berkey way on the wrong side of the net. If that just cut in a little bit, that would have been a goal for TFC, a golazo too. But TFC is going for it. I got to say, 5-4. They look like slightly the better team. The one time St. Louis looks like crap is against Toronto. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but still, I'm not going to complain at all. I'm kind of happy. I'm happy about it, but the way this went down, Romero picks it up. Giacchini gets kept away by Mabica. Perfect play. It is kind of surprising, though, that St. Louis does not look good against Toronto, but everybody else, I mean, yeah, St. Louis has had some clunkers, but ain't that some? Cervania plays it back to Kerr, Petretta. St. Louis, I expected better out of them. I'm not going to lie, and that's a bad giveaway. To Vasilev. That's out for a Toronto throw. Yes. The second half is kicked off in Panama, or for Panama versus Qatar. The second half's kicked off over there. Terry Dunfield had 14 caps. Well, Canada. In his career. Plays it long. Sapong. That's a free kick for St. Louis. Free kick for St. Louis. Toronto, 3 wins in their last 28 MLS matches. Going back to last year. That's the last 5 of last year plus the 23 so far. Yeah, that midsummer run that Toronto went on last year was pretty cool. Cross in by Blum. That's going to go over the bar, and a goal kick for Romero. Tomas Romero hasn't had much to do, but if he has, he's done it. I got to say. Not going to complain. 35th minute. The final match before Leagues Cup for Toronto and the All-Star break is Chicago on July 15th. They're playing well today. Let's go Toronto. Yes, let's go. Their final league match before Leagues Cup and the All-Star break, or All-Star break and Leagues Cup, is against Chicago in Chicago on July 15th. Next Saturday for TFC. Io Akinola. Io. And he lost the ball, but Toronto will be playing Atlas at home in the Leagues Cup. Of course, they'll be going to New York to play NYCFC at, I think it's Citi Field. I'm not sure. Going to be Red Bull. It's either Red Bull Arena or Citi Field. I don't think it will be Yankee Stadium, but or was Citi Field the one later this year? And then Red Bull was the Leagues Cup match. We've already beat them once this year. Petretta plays forward. Jaquil. Nice play by Jaquil. Nice. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Shot. Put over the bar by Roman Berkey. That'll be a corner. TFC need to come to St. Louis. Hopefully next season. Or maybe for the MLS Cup. Okay, no, I'm not going to go there, but that would be nice. If that was to happen, that would be amazing. Nice shot from Jaquil. Yeah, lovely. I love it. Corner. But at least next season. 36th minute. Petretta. Corner here in the 36th. If I got that easy of a chance, yeah, I would. Cross in. Ooh. Cross, header, punched. Oh! Nice punch by Berkey, though. Shot, Marshall-Ruddy right to Berkey. I don't blame you either. I'd say it's more likely for y'all than us, but I mean, who knows, right? Hey, Toronto's playing pretty well compared to what they've done for the past couple of weeks. Still going to be a point, but they're playing well. I can't complain yet. I mean, slightly, I think they deserve to win. Yeah, I'm never eating a steak on a TFC match day again. I think that was the problem, yeah. That didn't help either. That should be a foul. Yep, free kick for TFC. Yellow card to St. Louis. Think a yellow card for Blum. I think that was a yellow card for Blum. Yep, yellow card for Blum. Well, it probably wouldn't be in Miami. That's the thing. If Toronto was to make MLS Cup, they'd be on the road, just like Miami would be. Toronto are playing crisp. Yeah, I think that's a good word to put it. Yeah, I think that's a good word to put it. I'm happy with the way they're playing, at least the first half, but somehow the other shoe's going to drop. That's the one thing I'm afraid of. St. Louis is getting outpossessed, outplayed by Toronto. Yeah, the other shoe's going to drop at some point. Free kick taken, blocked away. And Cervania tries to get there against Stroud. Yes, he does. Petretta crosses in, headed away. Okay, what the hell were you doing? Makes you wonder if you really want to make a substitution. If you're Toronto, do you want to put Batiz on at the half? Do you want to put Coelho on at the half? Yeah. For you. 39th minute. Nice. 1-0, 51st minute for Panama versus Qatar. Hey, during halftime, I could just talk about Panama versus Qatar after I talk about the stats. You love to see it. 40th minute. Ain't that some? There you go. Free kick for TFC. Tim Parker gives away the foul. 40th minute. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Let's see what we got. 5 minutes. Into the 40th minute is this free kick being taken. Let's see. Free kick taken. Over the top. Headed away. But Jaquil does get there to recover the ball at midfield. Plays it back to Franklin. Franklin to Romero. Romero takes a quick touch. Long ball up the pitch. Headed away by Yarrow, who was a Toronto FC trialist at one point. That would have been great if we signed him. Oh, by the way, that was the year we tried to play the Red Bull style. Huh. Oh, yeah, that would have been amazing. Marshall Ruddy. Header. Oh, that'll be a corner for TFC. But seriously, though, Josh Yarrow was a TFC trialist the year we tried to play the Red Bull style. We really could have used him considering he's being amazing for St. Louis. Yeah, I think that was a miss. Maybe that would have saved Ormus. I don't know. How's the game going for your team? I'm watching both between quarterfinals and NYC games against Columbus. TFC is actually playing well, but right before halftime. Red Wedding Part 2 in Dallas tonight. Cross in. Shot. Ooh. That's out for a goal kick for Berkey. Yeah, they're not pressing much, but you still think they would. Unless they just want that Western goes to Eastern team 1 point, if that's what they're playing for. That doesn't seem like the mentality of St. Louis, though. That's the weird thing. I would think they go out to win. I've never thought St. Louis has the mentality of, oh, we're going somewhere we normally don't. Let's go for the point. Like the interleague, let's go for the point on the road thing. That's never, I thought, been their mentality. So, because for some reason, it always seems like the team on the road during an interconference match, I should say, always goes for a point. Like they always try to go for a point. Like when Toronto was in Austin, they went for a point. When they were in Minnesota, they could have won, but they got a point. But they were going for a point. They were probably, well, I don't know if they were happy with it, but they still got that point. The time they played RSL, point. Colorado, a couple of years ago, point. Nashville, last year, they got all three. But that sort of felt like an Eastern Conference game than a Western game. It really did. So that's a little bit of a different mentality, I guess. But for some reason, it always seems like MLS teams who go to the opposite conference on the road always try to go for a point. Especially whether there's a midweek game or not. 43rd minute. So again, that doesn't seem like St. Louis's mentality though. So that's kind of weird. I don't think Neymar's going to NYCFC. That just seems like a lot of BS to me. Oh no, Vasilev. And of course, it's K doing what he did. Panama 2. Yes, Panama scores a second. Cross in. Goal kick for. Nope, corner for St. Louis. Panama scores a second in the 56th minute. 2-0 Panama over in their game. Yeah, I had Panama going through. That sounds about right. Neymar going to United. Vasilev with a corner. 13th most in MLS for St. Louis with 97. Yep, it was Ismael Diaz with a good run. Ismael Diaz scores the penalty. Juego conducto partido Panama. Cross in. Is that game, set, and match in Spanish? Goal! Ooh. Or not. That was... Hold on. I need to see that again. Watts. No, that was over the bar. That's a goal kick. My bad. Barca or NYC? Shot over the bar from Jackson. This is true, but I guess especially. Yeah. See, that is game, set, and match in Spanish. Well, I learned something new today. Juego conjunto partido Panama. Ah, well, there you go. That's something new. I'll remember that. They're reviewing the offsides. They're playing anyway, 2-0. 45th minute. Let's just get a draw going into the half. Let's just keep the draw. Don't do anything stupid. Not some premature Tobias time. Don't do it. 55th minute. Don't do it. Mosquero with a save. 58th. Review over. It's still 2-0. What do you mean? How come Mexico couldn't beat Qatar, but Panama can? Because Panama's playing their best 11, and Panama's a better team. And besides, there's like 8 suspensions on Panama, or I mean Qatar, I should say. Qatar's like had 8 players suspended. And their coach. And Quiros was suspended from the touchline. 5 minutes of stoppage. Oh, no. Goal kick for Romero. Talking about Miami. Okay. I was like. Romero gets a goal kick here. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Going to 50 minutes of football in this first half. TFC again playing pretty well. Good clearance. No foul. Play on. Come on, TFC. Do you call that game a fluke for Qatar? Yes. Sapong. No goals in all the game. Only one is Charlotte. I don't think I've seen this before. MLS is weird. Throw in for TFC. Hopefully TFC could change that. It kind of sucks if they don't get a goal in this first half because I feel like the other shoe's going to drop around, the 60th minute if they don't? Just a hunch. Just a hunch. 5 straight regular season wins versus expansion teams. Yeah, I don't think that's going to stick. And I don't know if that means new expansion or just expansion in general. Hold on. They didn't play Nashville in 2020. Plays up. Nice. They haven't played Austin until this year. St. Louis. They played Charlotte twice last year and won both, so that's 2. Shot. Sapong. Sapong. Save by Berkey. K. Right to Berkey. Miami playing the kids actually works. Our academy is goated. Toronto beat Miami in 2020. That one game they played at the end of the season. So that's 3. What's 2021? If it was after the first year, that streak would be over then. So let's see. 2021. I'm trying to figure out the other two because I think Miami in 2020, both Charlotte in 2022. Trying to figure this out. Nashville was a playoff game. That's offside. You think Qatar beating Mexico was a fluke? I said yes. Offside for Toronto. That'll be a free kick at the 49th minute for St. Louis. So if Toronto was to win this game, that'd be their 6th win straight against an expansion side in their first game against them, or first game in their first season against that team. St. Louis is not no normal expansion team, though. So, and this will be it. Save! Petretta clears. Lovely save by Romero. Lovely save by Tomas Romero. Saves Toronto, saves their draw for another minute, or possibly. Hopefully they could keep it for another minute. What a save. 0-0 by a draw, I should say. Advantage played. Blocked away. And they pull it back. Free kick for Toronto. They pull it back. Toronto just got lucky. I'll take it. 3-0 Panama. Carrasquilla! And Diaz hits again. Diaz scores again for Panama. 3-0. His brace. 3-0 Panama. Atlanta's Academy is the best in the MLS. What are you smoking? No. They sign a lot of those players. Dallas and Philadelphia have the best academies. 50th minute. See what happens here. Oh, come on. If you're telling me Sapong, actually, you know what? Maybe a red card on Sapong actually helps us. I mean, come on. He was going for the ball. Don't tell me. Jackson. 50th minute. Jackson is up, and that'll be a goal kick. Free kick taken halftime. It's 0-0 at the half between Toronto and St. Louis. Sapong gets away with that one. I don't complain. You know what? Maybe him getting sent off would have been better. I don't know. 0-0. City's expected goal difference is minus 1.1, while their regular goal difference is amongst the best in the league. Yeah, it's a crazy sport, isn't it? 0-0. Poppy Romero with the save. He's playing well. I told you I wanted to see him play. I told you I'm happy that El Salvador got eliminated just so he could play the next 2 games. If Canada doesn't beat the USA tomorrow night. If they do, that means Sean Johnson plays on Saturday against Chicago. Which I think Romero could handle Chicago if Sean Johnson wanted a day off. But, just until Leagues Cup started if they wanted to be that way. But, if that was supposed to happen. But again, 0-0 at the half. We'll talk about the stats at the half. We'll take a short break and move on. Panama's up 3-0. Qatar, I kind of figured this. But Toronto's drawing St. Louis and Panama's beating Qatar. And we still won't cover Mexico versus Costa Rica. I'm just watching that one myself. But, hey, them's the breaks. That's the way the schedule was made. I don't like it either. With that being said, we'll take a short break, talk about the stats of the half, and get this one going for the second half. 0-0 between Toronto and St. Louis. You like it. Sit tight. We'll be back. 4-0. 4-0 for Panama. Ooh. Nice. 4-0 Panama. As well. We'll take a short break. Talk to you later. And was that Diaz for a hat trick? Diaz for a hat trick. Yeah, me too. And we'll take a short break. Sit tight. 0-0 for Toronto. We're back for the stats at the half. As it is, 64% possession to 36% possession, 10 shots to 6. 217 accurate passes, 83% to 112, 73%. 5 fouls to 5. 1 offside to 1. 3 corners to 1. 10 shots to 6. 2 shots on goal to 3. 263 passes to 153 passes. 83% pass accuracy to 73. 13 throws to 9. 0 yellow cards to 1. 0 red cards to 0. 0-0 at the half between Toronto and St. Louis City. Toronto's the better team for some reason. I mean, this is kind of shocking. Toronto's the better team. They look like the better side. It's interesting, you know. It's really interesting to see. Toronto looks like the better side. They're playing a really good game against St. Louis. They are playing a very, very interesting game against St. Louis. They're playing a strong side, and they're playing a strong game. A 0-0 draw, I'm good with it. They deserve a goal, but hopefully in the next half they keep that pushing. It's an interesting game. Toronto is playing a very well-formed game, a planned out game. Their game plan is looking amazing. They're playing some good football, some good moments. They don't look that bad. Like, they don't look bad, which is crazy. I didn't expect that. I think the other shoe could drop, but Toronto's playing well against St. Louis. St. Louis does not look like they're up and at themselves. They don't look like they're pressing hard. They don't look like the team you think St. Louis would look like at all. Toronto, and I'm not saying Toronto's playing great, but they're playing slightly better, and they're showing fight. They're showing heart, especially kind of like the RSL game. Now, the last time a Western Conference club came to Toronto, well, they got all 3. So I guess getting a point would just be at least a little bit better, but Drew Baera to a homegrown contract through 27, option for 28 for NYCFC. Nice. Hopefully he's worth it. Let's see. Toluca 1-0. Cruz Azul's down to red. Red card by Sebastian Gerardo. Their keeper? Well, that just sucks. Now you got to play a defender. So you basically lose 2 players. Capitulation Diaz has a hat trick for Panama. Yep, still 4-0, 70th minute. Can you still tell me why Mexico couldn't score against this Qatar team? Because their shot selection was absolutely horrid. That's for one. Second of all, Mexico got shithoused by Qatar. They didn't get put in good positions to shoot against Barsham. With that being said, Mexico, they just didn't really have that desire to win that game. They were not in good positions. They didn't really have the desire to win the match. They got shithoused, really. And Qatar, again, had 8 suspended players for this game. 8 of their players got suspended. They have a short bench. Their main coach, Quiros, is not on the touchline. Yeah, I think it's a big thing. Panama making it to the final. Do I see Panama making it to the final? If it's Panama versus Canada, I still think Canada has the upper hand to make the final. If it was Panama versus Canada in the semifinal, if it was USA versus Panama, I think USA wins. But Panama has a decent chance to make the final. I'm not going to say I can't see it. I'm not going to say it will happen. I think they can be an underdog story and make the final. I think it's a possibility. It's not a big possibility. It's about I'd say a 30% chance, and depending on who they play, that could go up a bit. But I think I wouldn't be shocked to see Panama make the final. Or I wouldn't be that shocked. I'd be a little bit surprised, but I wouldn't be shell-shocked. I wouldn't be, I didn't expect this to happen. Now I could see it. Panama were decent in the Nations League. Yeah, they were decent. And they were decent in the semifinal during the Nations League against Canada. So It's not like Panama was out of it against Canada there. So will be interesting to see what happens. But Canada has a match tomorrow against the USA, and we'll be live for it, and we will review it. I will be live for Jamaica, Guatemala as well. A really early start, 3:55, 4 o'clock. But so far on my quarterfinal predictions, I got 1 because there's no way Qatar scores 4. I got 1 out of 4. I got 1-0. I shouldn't say 1 out of 4. That doesn't sound like I got anything more. 1-0. Mexico, I have Mexico beating Costa Rica. I'd be surprised if I go 3-0. Well, I won't say surprised, but it would be kind of crazy if I go 3-0 and then the upset's Canada over USA and I go 3-1. But technically, I'm still happy because Canada won. So we'll find out. That would work for me. That would work for me. Team couldn't shoot very well. Besides, it wasn't Lozano's fault. Supporters know exactly. 13 days till Leagues Cup starts. It'll be here before you know it. Of course, All-Star break happens first for the MLS. So you have 1 more week of Gold Cup. You have the All-Star break. And then you have Leagues Cup. And then middle of August, we'll be back to league matches. MLS matches. 10 more for TFC. TFC will have 10 more league matches this year after next weekend. 10 more MLS matches. Right now it's 11, but after next weekend, after the break, there will be 10 for TFC. Starting with Montreal at home. Depending if they don't make the Leagues Cup final. If they do make the Leagues Cup final or third place game, well, that'll be moved for sure. So, but if Toronto does not make a run in Leagues Cup or make that deep of a run, a Champions Cup yielding run, they'll play Montreal to start their last 10 games in MLS this year at home. My options, my opinions, Panama could beat the weakest rankings, but they never beat USA, Mexico, Canada, including Jamaica. Well, this year could be different. This is a really open Gold Cup. 15 minutes to go in this game, 4-0 Panama. What second option do you see? Mexico still wins. Mexico is not losing. Mexico's not losing that game. 2-0. I still don't see Mexico losing against Costa Rica. Not now. No. It's crazy how Mexico's going for a top-tier manager like Zinedine Zidane. Honestly, I don't think any top-tier manager would be interested in Mexico. We'd say the same thing about Toronto FC. I mean, who knows? But Zinedine Zidane to Mexico, can he even, does he speak Spanish? Did he speak Spanish in Madrid? I could have sworn he just kept speaking French, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think he ever spoke English. Now that, I don't think Zidane ever spoke English. What score prediction for the second option? 2-0 Mexico. I see Messi and Miami could win the Leagues Cup. Yeah, I could see it. I think Messi will be in the Champions Cup, though, because I do think Miami, if they don't win Leagues Cup, they're going to win Open Cup. Toronto pissed away their start of the second half, but it's raining down in Toronto. It's raining. About to start the second half. Zidane speaks Spanish. Okay. Hold on. There we go. I wonder how many coin tosses there will be in Leagues Cup due to the 2 games in the group stage. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. And then there'll be... Looks like Panama's going to win. The worst USA soccer team is back. Blue Goose down 8 to Texas, 40-28 into the first half. Oof, Maron. That's hell. Yeah, I get it. Here we go. Second half's about to start for TFC. I know. 12 minutes left in the Panama game, and hopefully they blow the whistle at 90, because what's the point? And here we go. The second half started. Toronto is kicked off. 45th minute. Another 45 minutes to go down in Toronto against St. Louis City SC. DeAndre Kerr gives away the ball to Jared Stroud. Cross. DeAndre clears it for a throw. And here we go. I'm scared for the Orlando City game. I mean, I don't blame you. Throw in for Hebert. Hebert throws it in short. Offside. That'll be a free kick for TFC. But it's raining down in Toronto right now. Romero to take. No Mexico coverage later tonight? Nope. Because that's the way this schedule was set up. It's not my fault. I don't like it either, but I could have done a double, but I didn't feel like it. Offside. Now, I think it's when he touched the ball. I'm not sure. Pro refs do some dumb calls. I don't know. Pro ref must have thought something. I don't know. I can't stand pro refs, but hey, record when tied at halftime. 2 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses, or 2 wins, 4 losses, 7 draws. So St. Louis's 2 losses have came. That's a foul. Free kick for TFC. 47th minute. Tim Parker gets a yellow card. DeAndre Kerr. DeAndre making the run. No foul on Hebert. Fair enough. Pushing forward is TFC and giving away. But Cervania gets the ball. That's not a foul. Don't call that. I swear. Cross. Akinola, and he has no pace to get there. Put Messi in the skills challenge or we riot. I don't think he's being announced before the skills challenge. And I'm surprised they haven't put him in there. You're right. Munir is coming on. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't put him in there because they did put Lorenzo Insigne in there last year until he got hurt or until it was found he was hurt before the All-Star game. Cross. TFC shot past the post. Past the post. Goal kick for Berkey. So it's been done before. Messi's being unveiled the 9th. Maybe they'll make the announcement soon after. They don't want to give it away, I guess. But once the announcement's made, he'll play the All-Star game and the skills challenge. Because if they did it for Insigne, you think they would do it for Messi. Now I just wonder what he would play. I just wonder what Messi would do during the skills challenge. Never mind, it's July 16th. Is that still before the All-Star game? Foul, free kick for Toronto. That's still before the All-Star game? The All-Star game's the 19th, right? Yeah, they could still put him in there. St. Louis, 14.8 fouls. fouls committed per match. Ugh. Well, go. St. Louis City score. Yep. Saw it coming. Jackson. Giacchini. Chips over. Headed away. Cross in. Jackson. And he's onside. And it's Ozan Jackson who scores. 1-0 for St. Louis. I'm not surprised. Yep. 1-0 St. Louis. Ozan Jackson scores in the 50th minute. Yep, I knew that was coming. I'm not doing that. Jackson's first goal in MLS, of course. Do you prefer River or Boca? River. And how do you let that happen? Like, he's open, and Shane O'Neill just got nutmegged. Will it be 5 L's in a row for you, Ryan? I expected nothing less. 85th minute, or 84th minute for the Panama game. I expected nothing less. I'm not surprised. I'm just glad it's not 3-0 against. Ozan Jackson scores in the 50th minute. Number 25, Ozan Jackson scores for St. Louis. Plays forward. 9 wins for St. Louis after scoring the first goal, and it'd probably be 10. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Cross in. Shot saved by Berkey. DeAndre Kerr plays it back to Kobe Franklin. Given away. Still with Toronto, though. Ozan Jackson, no foul. 8 losses, 1 draw. 1 conceding the first goal. 3 teams qualify from the rest of CONCACAF. 2 teams go to the playoffs. So there could be 8 teams from CONCACAF who qualify. Nice. Interesting. Yes. Interesting. Over the top. That's out for a throw. We just gave it away for a throw-in. See, I knew the second half would be where Toronto throws it away. I knew the shoe would drop. I knew the shoe would drop when Toronto had a 0-0 draw at the half. I knew the shoe would drop. I knew when they didn't score, this would go off the rails. Tigres 1-0 over Juarez, 56th minute. I'm not surprised. Like, attacker for North Carolina FC, high boot to Knoxville's keeper chest. Dear Lord. Hopefully he got sent off. The attacker, I should say. 0 losses in matches that St. Louis have led at any time. So, yeah, we're screwed. Over the bar. Yep, this one's over. He got up. Mexico, Canada, and USA should take advantage and play a lot of European friendlies. Yeah, they should. They won't, though. It'd be funny to see Toronto come back, but they're not. I put on Jesus Batiste at this point. Io's a freaking horrible player. Like, he can't score. Sapong can't score. Atlanta 1-0 over Montreal. Okay. Are we still a point ahead of Miami right now? They're about to jump us. Mabica. Romero plays it forward. Miami has a point. Okay, so they're a point behind. Wish the USA could play European friendlies, but no, we have to play minnows. But technically, they're still European. See? That's the operative word. Header. Oh, no. Stroud. Stroud, cross. Clear the damn ball. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Run, 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 run. And Berkey gets there first. How are these guys going to win any games this year if they can't score? They're not going to win more than 3. Yeah, I don't know. TFC 19, Miami 18. Miami wins, they jump us, which at this point we probably deserve. 89th minute, or getting to the 89th minute. They've already won 3 matches, and I can't believe they've done that. And I think they've only scored, 4 goals and wins? No, wait. 5. My bad, 5. They beat Miami 2-0. They beat DC 2-1, and then they beat New York 1-0. Your level LA Galaxy. You love to see it. Corner. Oh, that's not a good thing anymore? Oh. 2 Charlotte, 2 Cincinnati. Red Bulls 1, New England. I'm confused. At the moment, City's ahead of Seattle and LAFC by 6 points. That's good. Of all the signings that Miami have made, Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Messi should climb them up, even have a chance against Cincinnati in the U.S. Open. Yep. Corner for St. Louis in the 56. NYCFC 0, Columbus 0 in the second half. I just hope Canada somehow beats the USA. That would be amazing. It won't happen, but, you know. Cross in. Header. Oh. Shot by Stroud. Goal kick for Romero. 2-1 Charlotte. Red Bulls is winning 1-0. There we go. 56th minute. Goal kick for... Who we got? Alonso Coelho for Brandon Cervania? What are we doing? New England are frauds. We know this already. Panama wins 4-0. Panama wins 4-0. Their match is over. Panama's on to the semis. Qatar is eliminated. You love to see it. 4-0. No extra time for Qatar, as it should be, because why? Panama 4-0. I was correct there. Panama won. Qatar is eliminated. Boom. Cross in. This will be a Toronto corner. This is correct. Toronto, Coelho. Coelho, and he just turns. Correct on the quarterfinal. So we have 7 teams left in Gold Cup contention. Panama is the first to get to the quarters. They're a step closer. Velez, Sarsfield, but pretty much wherever Lucas Hansen goes. But right now it's Velez. Goal kick, 59th minute. Still 1-0 for St. Louis. I mean, Toronto still played a respectable game, except for the goal they've let in. But other than that, they played a really respectable game. Coelho comes in for Cervania. Let's see when Batiste comes in. Kobe Franklin. Coelho. Latif Blessing, red card, of course. Well, not of course, but actually I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. No foul. St. Louis to play forward. 60 minutes in, past the hour mark. Romero clears, and that'll be into the stands. Throw in for St. Louis. Toronto has one more game before the Leagues Cup, and honestly, then they don't play for 11 days. Miami score. Oh, shit. Throw in. Well, hell. Can't wait to sit bottom of the table. 60th minute. Bottom of the table, bottom of the table. Okay. 66% of goals this season for St. Louis have been conceded after the 60th minute. Not that that matters because we're not going to score a goal, but Benjamin Kromashki. I can't wait to see the thumbnail for the RSR. Just depression. And yep, bottom of the table. That'll be a throw in for St. Louis. Even if we scored, we'd just be tied bottom. Benjamin Kromashki. Damn, why him? What, we're 9 points out of the playoffs? That's interesting. Petretta plays forward, 61st minute. It would be nice if we could somehow come back, show some freaking heart. Header, cross by Franklin, and nobody's there. Dear Lord. 62nd minute. Time since last goal, 320 minutes. Speaking of, I'm 1-0 on my quarterfinal predictions and my whole predictions, the Gold Cup knockout stage as of now. That'll be a corner for St. Louis. How do you think Joseph will link up play with Messi? He'll look just like he did back in the Almiron days, if not better. So there's your answer. Well, I mean, we could still make a run as long as Montreal misses the playoffs too. That would be nice. 62nd minute. 4 corners to 4. St. Louis's corner here. Well, at least St. Louis is top of the West. That'll be a goal kick for Romero. At least I'll have one team in the playoffs, yeah. This is true. We need to put in Batiste at this point. We want to score goals. We need to put in Batiste. Somebody take out Io. That would be great. Pull him off the pitch. Patrick Schulte got saved. He got 7 saves by Columbus. Personally, I'd say take off Sapong or Io for Jesus Batiste. Keep on Kerr. That's my thought. That was me. I would put them in. It's going to be a lot of things going on. The Leagues Cup, Gold Cup, and Women's World Cup. No, Gold Cup's going to be over before the Leagues Cup. But also the CONCACAF, Central American, and Caribbean Cup start around when the League Cup is around ending. So, or halfway through for the Central American. So we'll make that work. Alvarez is playing as a midfielder. Well, that's interesting. Kobe Franklin. And given away because DeAndre Kerr couldn't get there. The way Rasmus Alm looks like he'll be coming on for St. Louis. Heads on, nice. Coelho, young player of the year for Toronto, not for the league, because that would be crazy. Montez is back. 64th minute. Coelho. SKC 1-0 over Houston. Not bad. We have 1 point under Miami. Can we fire Bill Manning now? Do we have to be dead last to fire Bill Manning? Can we get him fired now? '65th minute. Play the ball forward. Come on. Franklin. Last game Toronto scored in was in the Revolution game. Red card by Columbus. 10 different players with 2+ goals, 1 of 2 clubs. Columbus is the other one. Speaking of. 65th minute. For St. Louis, of course. Cucho is off. Cucho Hernandez is off a red card. Interesting. 65th minute. 1-0 St. Louis. I'm still not mad about Toronto's performance, but the problem is, and that's a handball. That'll be a free kick for St. Louis. I'm not mad about Toronto's performance, to be honest. It sucks that they lost, but this is probably I expected that to happen. I thought it'd be worse. I expected it to be worse. So that's a plus. But we are bottom of the East. Oh, Miami did they just give one up? Did Miami just get scored on? When did that happen? 65% possession, 35% possession. 2 yellow equals red. We know the math. We know the equation. Did Miami just get scored on? Yep, they just did. Taxi Fountas. Yes! Let's go. Taxi Fountas just scored on him. Rasmus Alm coming on for St. Louis for Giacchini. Jake Nervinsky coming on and Miguel Perez as well. I know, I saw. Jake Nervinsky for Akil Watts and Miguel Perez, the just graduated high schooler for Indiana Vasilev. St. Louis has 2 more subs. Giacchini for Alm. Watts for Nervinsky. Vasilev for Perez. Polito cannot stop scoring for SKC. He'll stop scoring for them when he gets sent to Chivas. Cincinnati equalizer 2-2. Chicago, Cincinnati. Miami really needs Messi. And we need a freaking exorcism. And Toronto needs an exorcism. Free kick for Toronto. 68th minute. Or Bill Manning needs an exorcism. I don't know which. Or a lobotomy, to be frank. Kerr, nice switch of play. It looked a little bit shaky, but they still got the switch of play off. And that's a giveaway. Blom, almost. Who's on a yellow, by the way. Miami really needs Messi. Yep, they do. 4 substitutes remaining for Toronto over 2 windows. Please put on Jesus Batiste. Like, that would be pretty nice. I would do that at this point. Coelho's at least on. That's nice. Miami scored 2-1. Hell. Yep. Well, there you go. Yeah, we're going to finish the night at the bottom of the East. Yep. Well, there you go. We're going to finish the night at the bottom of the East. Son of a bitch. Noah Allen. Who the hell is that? They just picked somebody out of the stands? Some random dude has put Toronto bottom of the East. Oh, come on. Noah Allen. Who the hell? Some random dude that got pulled out of the stands puts Toronto bottom of the East for now. I expect that. I expect that. I understand it. That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. Some people are going to laugh at my thing. Like I'm Kevin Hart. So, it's fine by me. How we doing, Mile High? Oh, I know we suck. Thank you very much. I know we suck. Noah Allen been playing in Miami too. Academy player. And he takes a free kick and just twats one in against DC. Get Qatar out of here. At least they're out. 70th minute. Toronto sucks. That's what's good. Or, well, I guess it's not good, but you get my point. They just suck. Toronto playing forward. I don't even know if they draw, if they would be saves. Noah Allen was born in 2004. He's a left back. Oh, come on. This is even worse. This is like the Federer thing. Goal for Orlando. Oh, good for Orlando. Good Orlando. Corner. This is like the Federer thing. Insigne sitting in the press box due to injury. Federer. Noah Allen is going to be the Federer of this channel soon. And Miami has 3. Hey, at least they got 3. That's fine by me then. Why not do that? Federer. And it still says 2-1. Hey, at least we're only 8 points out of the playoffs. Or 9 points out of the playoffs. It's not over yet. Barely. Akinola's off for Baptiste. Let's go. That's the move I wanted you to make. Let's go, Terry. Big Terry. Justin Hawk just scored. Let's go, Baptiste. Let's go. Jesus Baptiste. NYCFC lead. Well, good for them. Jesus Baptiste, second MLS appearance. Goal kick. I need a Baptiste brace. Or at least a goal. Well, at least we're not as bad as them. 3 subs left in 1 window. What is he planning? What is Terry Dunfield planning? What is he planning? I don't know. Hmm. 73rd minute, only aggression. Please put a scowl on the thumbnail. No depressed looks, only aggression. I don't feel any aggression right now. I feel depressed. Like I don't want to scream. I legitimately don't want to scream. Like I'm just. It is what it is. I expected us to lose. Now if it was like 4-0, maybe I could muster up some anger juice, but right now, no. What if Bobby Bacala in secret was Blue Goose manager? I don't give a crap about Blue Goose, so I don't care. They could have him. I'm just absolutely better to pull out your hair. I barely have any hair to pull out. I don't have long enough hair to pull out. Like, I have nothing to get a grip on. So, 73rd minute. I have nothing to get a grip on. 79% of points earned this season were earned at home for Toronto FC, and they're not going to earn a point today because, well, they fell asleep, to be honest. They're not playing too bad, but could you ever see yourself with long hair? No. No, like I would never AJ Styles myself. Like I would never just end up growing long hair out of nowhere and just stick with it like AJ Styles did. Like that's what I like to call it. Because let's remember for a long time, AJ Styles had short hair back in the Impact Wrestling days. And then when he went Lone Wolf, he grew out his hair and he just kept growing it out and he's never cut it again. Yeah, I'm not going to go AJ Styles or the way of AJ Styles. Papi Romero could have done better. No, I mean, it's not his fault. I can't blame him. I blame Shane O'Neill for getting nutmegged and just leaving Ozzy Jackson wide open. Like, that is, that's about it for me. 75th minute. Jared Stroud, don't tell me. No penalty, good. Blue Goose down 11. 1.5. St. Louis? Who you bet on? Hope you didn't bet on Toronto. 10-0-2 after leading 75 minutes for St. Louis. I just hope Canada wins tomorrow. Have more hope in them, even though it isn't much. AJ Styles is totally your style. Well, I mean, he's from Georgia. He's a southern short guy, bulldog mentality type of guy. So yeah, I wouldn't totally say you're wrong. I think you have a good point. I mean, you're not wrong. You know? Like he's from Georgia. 12-0. Dear Lord. Cincy red card, Ian Murphy. I mean, yeah, AJ Styles from Georgia. He's a shorter bulldog mentality type of guy. You know? Redneck. I mean, yeah, I think you're on the money there. I mean, you're not wrong. Morocco U23 just won the U23 African Championship. 77th minute. To be honest, I don't even use maple syrup that often. It's good once in a while, but that Cincinnati backup center back, that sucks for them. 77th minute. Can we just get this over with? Surprise, Bob Bradley didn't lose 7-1 like Chris Armas. I wish he did. Maybe that would have... DC equalizes 2-2. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Who is you? Well, I'm shorter than him. I didn't know he was 5'11". I thought he was shorter. Still, I mean, in a wrestling sense, I mean, he is a shorter dude. So, fair enough. 78th minute. Nigel Roberto just scored for DC. Thank you, DC. Batiz is down. No free kick. This referee's on drugs. One goal in the last 500 minutes. How did it get worse? Oh, one goal in the last 500. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Hey, at least we're 14th again. I don't have time. Like, I got to do the RSR, and then by the time this game ends, Mexico-Costa Rica will be started. It's not happening. Even if you did super chat, there's no way. The way this schedule works, it's not happening. That's the point. It's not happening. I have to do the RSR. I choose not to do this as a double. So that's my bad, but I have to do the review. By the time the review's done, like I could upload it as I start the live, but I have to make the thumbnail because I didn't do that. So it's not happening. Unless you want me to cut in at like 15 minutes, but I don't want to do that either. I don't like that. So it's a no. So save your money. It's a no. So save your money. 80th minute. I knew the schedule was like this. It's a no. Save your money. I'll watch the game myself. But 80th minute. So it's a doctor negative. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, it is. It is. It looks like Jordan Perutz is going to come on, and Toronto's going to make a triple sub for Temi Ontognalu and Adam Perlman. Yep. I don't know why that helps. 0-4-3 in the last 7 matches. Last win was May 27th versus DC. Not at, but versus. So just over a month. Free kick for TFC in the last 10 minutes. Perutza, Ontognalu, and Perlman coming on with Toronto's last 3 subs. Played in. Sapong. That'll be a goal kick for Berkey. Sapong was brought down, but they're not going to call anything. Hey, at least we're still 14. Could be worse. (13-0) or 13-0. Dear Lord. Celio Pompeu coming on for Aziel Jackson for St. Louis. Celio Pompeu. I know St. Louis like the back of my hand, too. Of course I do. And that's it for St. Louis. Or to have one more window and one more sub, I think. Because they made a triple, then one. Yeah, they have one more sub, one more window. Toronto has 3 in one window. Aziel Jackson for Celio Pompeu. But Toronto doesn't make their sub there. Of course they don't. 82nd minute. Yep, one sub. For the St. Louis City, or for St. Louis City. Hey, at least St. Louis is going to make the playoffs. I got a team in the playoffs, right? Come on, St. Louis. So that'll be DeAndre Kerr off for Jordan Perutza. Petretta for Temi Ontognalu and Aime Mabaka for Adam Perlman. Terry? Why Mabaka? For Perlman. I guess they want to leave on Franklin, I guess. Why are you taking off Mabaka? Why are you doing that, man? Petretta for Ontognalu. And Kerr for Perutza. Which I'm good with the other two, but should have been Sapong for Perutza, but okay. I mean, I'd still think even if Kerr. This is Aziel Action Jackson's second goal in the St. Louis uniform. He scored a goal in a U.S. Open Cup match against Omaha. Yep, he did. His first MLS goal. Of course against us, because you know why. You just know that's going to happen. There was no former Toronto players on St. Louis, so it was only fitting that Aziel Jackson got his first MLS goal against us because, you know, that's the way the world works. That's the way the world works. 84th minute. I mean, I'm not too mad with the result, to be honest. I mean, I expected Toronto to lose, and, I'm fine with St. Louis winning because, hey, at least it's not like we're losing to Montreal, over the bar by Pompeu. May try to make it out to that America versus St. Louis game, by the way. If I said that already, I don't know, but... Corner for St. Louis. Toronto hasn't played bad, but they were asleep for 30 seconds. It will not be a 1-1 draw. No. There's no way. We do a vlog for that? If I go, yeah. I'll vlog it. And I'll put it out the next morning after I do the review. So review it, then next morning you'll see the vlog for that match if I do go. So, Viva Tigres. Well, when it comes to the Mexican League, yes. Sí, Viva Tigres. Yes. Not against Portland, though. They'll probably still beat Portland. Sorry, Rory. Well, I don't know. No, yeah, Batiste. '86th minute. Hey, at least that America versus St. Louis game will be a good one. I hope. I hope America gets owned. Cross in. Header. Oh. Well, I mean, Portland isn't that much better than Toronto right now. Look at the full table. They ain't much better. Slightly, but like, what, 4 points? Like, they're not far off. Like, seriously, we're not far off of each other. 87th minute. What's your favorite Liga MX team? Again, to me, personally, it's all rivalries, I mean, to me, they're all rivals. I mean, not like Toronto is... Well, yeah, Leagues Cup, so true. But I hate Club America, I can tell you that much. I hate Club America. I have respect for Tigres, León. Not really Pachuca, no. I hate Atlas. I have respect for Chivas. So the ones I respect the most, Tigres, León, and Chivas. Out of those three. Monterrey, yeah. But I hate America and Atlas. I really hate them. And Mazatlan, but they're just a plastic club. So the most respected teams, Tigres, León, and Chivas. You don't like Ochoa? No. No, I don't. I mean, he's a good player, but I mean, he's good at World Cups, but he's a tronco every other time. For the rest of the 4 years in between World Cups, he's a tronco. So, Ochoa to TFC. We got Sean Johnson, so no. But Ochoa will be a better third goalkeeper than Greg Ranjitsingh. So, I'm okay with that. They should. You're right. There we go, yes. Oh, by the way, Henry Martin is a tronco. El Tronco, Henry Martin. Is he starting tonight? Please don't tell me he is. Is he starting tonight? Hold on. Let me see. Game's about to start. Let's see. Henry Martin. Oh, God, he's starting. No! El Tronco, Henry Martin is starting. Lambert Jimmy, what are you doing? El Tronco. Yeah, we got Franco Ibarra, and he doesn't even want to be in Toronto. Isaac Jensen coming on for Jared Stroud. Oh, yeah, Cruz Azul. I respect Cruz Azul as well. Almost forgot. Thank you, BKL. I also respect Cruz Azul. Thank you. El Tronco. Henry Martin is coming on or starting for Mexico today. Again. Why? Mi bomba El Tronco. Mi bomba El Tronco. That seems like a placebo to me, but okay. Free kick or throw in for Toronto, but there's not enough time. Let's see how much stoppage time we got. Hey, if we don't allow another goal in Tobias time, that's a plus. Every continental champion should qualify to the World Cup. That's just my opinion. I think that's fair. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Let's see. Hey, St. Louis, they did what they had to do. Toronto played a good game, and they just fell asleep for 30 seconds and lost. As is per. Thank God Ranjit Singh wasn't in net. That probably saved me from ranting. What can you do? 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, Toronto needs to have fun with the game again, but I don't know if that'll do anything. I mean, yeah, not like a soft spot respect, but I respected them. And I thought their logo was cool. Like, I thought their look was cool. I'll put it like that. I thought their look was cool. You know, it's kind of like one of those, it's like those people who bet on horses because of how the horse looks. Yeah, Chiapas was the same way for me. I was like, I like Chiapas just because of their look. You know, that was cool. Other than that, Ricky Puig is the GOAT. And you're bottom of the league. And you're in the bottom 5 of the league. I mean, I'm one to talk, but still. Nothing's happened yet. Oh, you're talking about Qatar letting that win get to there. Oh, okay, yeah, true. I was like, wait, what? I misread that heavily. 136. Yeah, you are. I'm one to talk. Well, no, aren't we equal on points? Sapong. Technically, if we scored here... Oh, come on, Peruzza, dude. What are you doing? Man, you had that, Jordan. Oof, Maron. 1 more minute. Oh, boy. I don't like this. Coelho to O'Neal. Let's see. Could we reverse Tobias time for once? I would love it. We'd be ahead of LA by a point. I think. Yeah. So I could be one to talk. Cross in. Header. And it gets cleared. Warren Costa is built different. Did he even score? Did he even score? 20 seconds. Throw in. Coelho. Coelho. Throws. Header. 10 seconds. And that's a bad giveaway, but could you just blow the damn whistle? Saved by the whistle, maybe? 3 minutes. Yellow card, and that'll be a free kick. 93rd minute. Antognalu fouls, and that should be it for this game. 93-14. That was Acosta who was at Bayern. He got the hockey assist from Tyler Boyd to Ricky Puig. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, part of the problem with Canadian soccer is you got people like Terry Dunfield coaching the youth. Yeah. 93-30. 93-30. Free kick taken. They won't blow the whistle yet. Let's see. Shot! Past the post. That'll be a goal kick, and Romero, will he have time to let this one go? And see if Montreal lose to Atlanta. Let's go! Yeah. Full time? Not yet in Toronto. And that'll be picked up by Berkey. And that'll be it. Full time. 1-0 for St. Louis. Not surprised. Galaxy are trying to get Johnny Russell? You sure that's not 1-0 St. Louis? But hey, at least Montreal lost and we're still above Miami. No. The Croatian mentality is that Croats are hard. The Croats would be dictators. Like Zlatko Dalic isn't Fetty showed that he was sorry about giving away the red card against Orlando. Fetty showed contriteness. Yes, he showed leadership. Like, no. Zlatko Dalic will be like, Fetty, you idiot. And probably hairdryer treatment him in the locker room. So, no. Croatian, rightfully so, the Croatians are pretty much dictators. But that's a good thing. That's why Croatians are so good. That's why the Croatian teams are so good, is because Zlatko Dalic is pretty much a dictator. I don't know if they'd be as good if he wasn't. So Croatians are tough people. They're a tough people. They're a tough group. They can handle people not being happy with them. You know, I mean, they can handle the criticism, the seriousness of the situation. Terry Dunfield doesn't. Mexico, Costa Rica in 20 minutes. Louis at the end of it, 90 minutes. TFC loses, but they played a good game, but 30 seconds away from being a point. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send super chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this match. See you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.